You guys recall what we talked about last week from our perspective. When I say mount, it could be any kind of position like this where I got one leg on either side. It can be here, kind of in a traditional mount here. It could be this position, right? It could be maybe I've got like, maybe I got like knee on belly. Maybe I'm here, okay? It could be any kind of variation as long as I got one foot on either side. So just understand that framework. Now, last week we talked about this concept of bucking and bridging, right? So I just want him to buck. So reverse buck without bridging. You remember bucking? So he's going to bring his knees up. We're going to bring his feet up close to the butt, right? He's going to raise them slightly off the ground and slam them into the mat, right? And send his hips forward and send his hips up, so it sends my weight forward, right? That's bucking, okay? Good job. All right. So bridging is this. He's going to add that with his bridging, right? So for bridging, though, he's going to establish control, right, of me somewhere, right? So typically I tell people, whatever control you want to establish, okay? So you need two sides of control, right? So one side is going to pull, the other side is going to push, right? So he's pushing here on the bicep into the shoulder, and he's pulling here on the tricep, pulling me this way, okay? So what he's going to do is, as he bucks, right, he's going to bridge onto the shoulder that is pulling, and he's going to send me over to this direction, okay? So we're going to give this a shot. He's going to buck and bridge, right? Okay, whenever you're ready. Good, good. And he sends me over here. Beautiful, right? So that's the concept we covered last week, okay? What we're going to work on this week is the same idea, but we're going to do it with more resistance, okay? Come scoot down a little bit. Sorry, appreciate it, right? So now we're going to do the same thing with more resistance, okay? So I'm going to try to get a little more resistance, but it probably is not going to work because, we talked last week. He's got me about a couple pounds, okay? But let's say I try to give him a little bit more resistance. I want this to happen. Now, the other thing that I want you guys to do is I don't want you to just do mount from here, right? So in order to give him more resistance, what I'm going to do is give him more pressure in the mount. So what that means is I'm going to extend my legs back. I'm going to come right on top of here. This is kind of what I do, right? And then I'm going to try to hook my legs back here. I'm going to get a nice strong mount here, okay? And then I want to see if he can escape, okay? Which he will be able to escape. I just want to see what so are you able to escape from here?
We'll see what happens.
Okay, we'll see what happens. All right, go ahead, sir. Okay, honest answer, right? Yeah, so I'm trying to, control the feet here, control the feet, right? And I'm also trying to send my hips down. I don't weigh a whole lot, I weigh 150 pounds, but I'm trying to send all about 150 pounds through my hips to keep him flat as much as possible, okay? But now he's going to try to get up.
You want me to go this way or
it don't matter. Well, yeah, try to hit the camera.
Yeah,
try to hit the camera. Yeah, go ahead, do your thing.
All right, see if this works.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so he's playing with my feet there, which is okay, I guess. Yeah, now you got to buy me dinner, as Paul said. Are you ready? All
right.
Yeah, go ahead. Whenever you're ready, all right? Just doing more resistance, right? I'm going to come back down, right? So this is what I want y'all to be able to do, right? Because if you can get up from here, now you shouldn't have done, you shouldn't have quit. Because once I came here and I came back, like you should have kept going, keep straining and pushing, because you still may get it, okay?
All right, gotcha.
Try it again, okay? All right, you got it. Keep going, right? So that's the kind of thing that I want, right? But I need y'all to be able to do this with more resistance, okay? We're going to start this right now just from the mount position that I just showed you guys. But then we'll do it from different positions like side control as well as from your guard, okay? This is something we used to do years ago, like Paul and I on our Monday night class. Others, Denard. Because that's how you get good at getting up out from the ground, okay? Because if you're on your back, sir, right? If he's on his back, right? And if he can get up when I'm like putting all my weight on him and full pressure, if I'm just doing this, I say just doing this, but if I'm punching now, this becomes easier for him to be able to do that because, I'm focused on trying to hit him. So maybe my weight's already coming up, right? Maybe I'm already trying to posture up. So it's going to be a little bit easier for him in some cases, okay? Everything always dependent, to be able to get up because I'm not focused on keeping him down. I'm focused on hitting him, right? So my focus is split, right? So sometimes it's easier to get up when their focus is split. All right, sir? Appreciate it. All right, okay? So let's partner up and give this a shot. All right, guys, so this next one is going to be the bear hug. What happens when somebody's got you? Bear hug, right? So, and that's going to be a front bear hug. So basically he's got double underhooks. Yeah, double underhooks. Double underhooks. It's a bad situation, right? Yeah, he's a strong guy. He can pick me up. Yeah, he's demonstrating. Great demonstration here. Great demonstration. All right, definitely need dinner afterwards. Okay, so he's got the bear hug here. Bad situation. Like we talk about, anytime someone gets a bear hug, the first thing you want to try to do is the base, to drop your weight. So I'm going to try to drop my weight as much as possible. So I'm going to base, right? But even as I base, it's very difficult because his underhooks are holding me up. Even if he doesn't use any strength, right? He can just hold my weight, just like this, right? It's not too hard for him, okay? So the only options I have my hands free, right? So I'll be using my hands. So this says the bear hug. I'm going to use my hands and use this to push against the face, okay? And I'm using this to really create space. Now, yeah, I mean, he can fight, right? And so here, typically in self-defense, you're sticking the fingers in the eye, right? And yeah, it gets real nasty. But even with this, I can get an elbow in, right? To frame out. Okay, and now I can get the underhooks typically, right? I can slide in, and now I'm still going to base out. Okay, I'm still going to base out. He's straining. Good. Right, so from here, yeah, you're good. So I've got the underhook here, right? And I got the underhook here. Okay, so this is really all I want. I just want to get to underhooks. So that way now, I have more control, okay? And I'm okay right here, right? So that's all I really want to do is get to the more dominant position, okay? Pushing against the face, okay? So that's one way to do it, right? But really, you only have your free hands. That's the only thing you use. You still need to try to base, but that's going to be hard to do, especially if his underhooks are toward the lower back. Because his underhook lower back, that's going to send you here, which makes it hard for you to send your butt back to be able to base. If he's higher up with his underhooks, that's better, okay? Because at least I can send my butt back, and I have better chance of sprawling, keep my legs out. Even when I base, I'm still separating the feet out nice and wide. In self-defense, yeah, you might get kicked knee in the groin. You got to be mindful of that. But, something's going to happen, okay? I mean, either that, if I keep my feet closed and I try to protect my groin, I'm getting dumped, you know what I'm saying? So you got to pick your poison, right? But anyway, any questions on that, okay? So we'll give that a shot, okay? Nice tight bear hug, okay? Double underhooks with our partners. We'll see how that one goes, okay? Question, Elijah?
Can I say the last part?
Yeah, last part. Yep, yeah. So he does it again, right? So
Upper
here,
one, right?
say again?
Upper one, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So he's got the upper, oh man. So you feel that change in the voice, right? That means it's tight, okay? So I'm still pushing up against the face here, and I still want to make sure I base, right? I still want to make sure I base here. And even here, I want to stay nice and close to him to hopefully minimize any knees and strikes to the groin, okay? I want to stay close to him, right? As much as possible, okay? I still want to base out, but if I can't base out, I want to keep my hips so that I don't have to worry about knees so much to the groin, okay? But from here, I'm just pushing out. Now, as I push out here, you see where my elbows are, right? And I got one hand, I got hand over hand, right? Again, fingers are digging into the eye, but this is not hard to just push from here, right? Just like doing a push-up, sorry. It's really just like doing a push-up, okay? It is hard to maintain because I've got an inside position, I got, center line, that kind of thing. But if he does it again, right, if I'm not able to really push him away, okay, I at least want to try to get like my elbows inside, okay? Because now this is one, I'm a lot stronger because not only, even if I'm not pushing with my hands, I can still push with my elbows. Right? You see what I'm saying? And I'm digging my elbows into his chest as well, right? And then obviously once your elbows are in, it's easier to get to an underhook, okay? Like windmill your arms into an underhook. Okay? All right, so let's give that a shot.
How many of you practice a martial art today? Who practices a martial art today? How many boys are practicing a martial art in your community today? Today. That's what I'm saying. We not ready to fight.